Alright, you bastards, this is Some-Belgian-prepper, and today I'm gonna talk about something that many people will find controversial, but hey, I'm here, I'm making these videos to help people. I know a lot of people will unsubscribe or put their first thought into the comments without even watching the videos, but I don't care, it's for the people who are here to look for new ideas for prepping. And the idea that I have today is guinea pigs. Yeah, guinea pigs. I know it might sound strange, especially for people in the West, but guinea pigs are actually, in my opinion, one of the best animals you can have for a home to get into your homesteading, long term begin in planning. Yeah. So why guinea pigs? Well, first of all, let's talk about the guinea pig. What the guinea pig is? How do you say this? It has a lot of beneficial factors towards survival, and it's an experiment I've been doing for the last year, and I can say it has gone beyond my expectations in how good it worked. And I will tell you all about the points, and then some points that you need to watch out for. So as you can see, I have here you can see two different enclosures for the guinea pigs. They do not need much for fencing height, the height of fencing, because they cannot jump above it. So that's another benefit. So when you do not have much room, I have in total 3 enclosures for the reason I will tell within a minute or even longer. So guinea pigs, they can be held for several things. First of all, for meat as protein. So there are a constant source of proteins for your long-term survival plan, and if you think that it will take a lot of time and energy, these little creatures are very sturdy. They cost almost nothing because they only eat green stuff. How do you say this in English? Things like grass, weeds, and other plants that you just find in your surroundings. So they are their food all costs almost nothing. You will have to occasionally, like every 2 or 3 days, you have to throw in some carrots or other pieces of fruit or vegetables because the guinea pigs cannot make vitamin C from their own. So that's something you need to do. But carrots are very easy to grow in your own garden throughout the whole year. So that's not really a problem if you're thinking about homesteading, self-reliance, or living off grid. They are perfect for these. Like I said, they only eat green stuff that I always pick around when I go for a walk. And in winter time, I keep some bales of hay to feed them. So that's very handy and cheap, and it's very better for the environment. Next thing is after meat, you got the fur. The fur can be used for several things. You can use them for making winter clothing like hats, mittens, socks, pants, or blankets. The real fur is one of the best things that they use for winter clothing. So that's a way for a long-term self-reliance begin plan for winter if you live in a place where there are long winters. So yeah, and it can also be used for bartering. So it can be used as a little. These creatures can be used as a little side hustle for meat, fur, and that can create an extra income if times are bad, like in a financial crisis or after shit hit the fan scenarios. The next thing is fertilizer. There are 2 ways these guinea pigs are very good fertilizers. A guinea pig, like I said, only eats green, and it's like horse manure. It's one of the best fertilizers there is because they eat the green, the grass and stuff, and they poop it out, and they eat it again, the freshly manure, for like it's just like cows that they reprocess the leftover vitamins and grass that might still be left over in the poo. And yeah, in the droplings, perhaps is a better word. So that way you do have it's very good for fertilizing your garden to grow vegetables and other plants. So yeah, it's that's also a good way. And the thing is, it's not too much manure that it will create that it will become a problem. So yeah, it's very well balanced. What was I going to talk about next? Ah, yeah. Another type of fertilizer is the leftover bones. You can grind them into, yet again, a fertilizer for your garden and other plants. So that's, yet again, is another very good uh, property of the guinea pig. Yeah. The next thing is they're, like I said, they're very cheap because they breed very fast. I started this project with only four guinea pigs that I took over from somebody who had uncontrolled birth, and I took four of them in, two men, two females, and after a year, I'm now with 30 guinea pigs. So that's something I found the best thing about it, because first I tried it with chickens, but my rooster is not really into my chickens for some reason, and yeah, so no chicks, so I cannot rely on my chickens for a steady source of meat for my long-term survival plan and of living off-grid and homesteading. So I tried guinea pigs. For all the people who think that is brutal or not done, or they find it weird, think about this. People in South America, especially Peru, they use guinea pigs just like we use rabbits. So yeah, it's a home. How do you say this? As a normal staple of food in those areas that even small people can keep in their houses and their gardens for some extra meat, especially in poverty-stricken areas. And that's another thing. They started to introduce guinea pigs as a livestock in certain parts of Africa as a part to help develop some areas, so they do not have to rely on expensive cows, pigs, and other bigger animals that need more ground in places where there's less space for most people to let them eat grass or other things like that. So yeah, that's the way how it starts to get into it. So that's why I was wondering, because before I made this video I was looking it up, how many preppers actually talked about this subject, and it's not many, just a handful, which I found surprising. So I wish you could talk about with other people, share this video about this, and ask about people what they think about it to get the idea, because in the West we have this idea, and I get a lot of shit for this from people who know me, that they think that it's a strange thing to do. But people in Peru do it. They bred the guinea pig for like 3,000 years for this reason. But in the West we consider them as pets. So yeah. All right. Another thing is, I'm going to talk what are the things that you can do for helping breeding the guinea pigs. So guinea pigs, they do not need much. Like I said, give them grass, give them water, give them an enclosure that is well lighted, like you see. That is not somewhere inside without sunlight. What do I mean by that? The guinea pig need the rhythm of the day. They need sunlight, and not only just a lamp in a room. They need day and night for their natural cycle, and yeah, they need some open space. But well, if you perhaps can see, I put several things in the open space to block views, to some sort of covers and holes where they can hide in, because guinea pigs are flight animals, and if you're going to feed them, and every noise they hear, it can give them stress, and you do not want that. You want to give these animals their natural instinct, so they can hide, and that will avoid some extra stress, and that's better for the meat and for the life of the guinea pig. All right. What is the next thing? Yeah, give them a few carrots every 2 or 3 days, and they will get their vitamins. They will be healthy. And another reason why you only give them grass and green is for their teeth. Guinea pigs, they grind grind their teeth when they are biting and gnawing on grass, and that way the teeth will stay short, that you will not have to trim that. That's something that will happen a lot for when people who have pets, guinea pigs as pets, give them some sort of pellet feed, pellet feed or something, but that's not enough. They will get too many calories and they will not grind enough, and that will create health problems not only for their body but also for their teeth. So please give them fresh green food, and they will be very happy creatures. Like I said, they breed very fast. So what I prefer to do is, like I said, I have 3 enclosures here, and I start to mix now and then guinea pigs from different kind of families, so I avoid inbred. You want to avoid inbred for things like genetic diversity, for things like how do you say this, birth defects. So that's something you need to watch out for if you're going to, and you need to keep a close eye on it, because like I said, they breed very fast, and you need to know the guinea pigs a little bit. If you observe them, you will always see there is some sort of alpha male that will mate with most of the females. If you're going to take one out to slaughter them, I would advise to take those first, the alpha males, because otherwise you will have too less of genetic diversity, and they have passed their genes on. So the life of the guinea pig has been in a way fulfilled with that. I know that sounds perhaps brutal, but it's the way that it is for their own safety and health. So yeah, so I would advise to observe them, and yeah, you can keep them inside. Like I like to keep them inside of these open. It's not really open, but there is enough sunlight and open spaces for fresh air, sunlight, and they're safe from predators like hawks, hunting birds, and foxes. So that I do not have this danger. If you have a large garden with grass, you can let them loose and populate it from their own. But if you are scared that they are or will run away, or predators will get to them, you can get one of those removable chicken coops with with netting that you can place on the grass. Let the guinea pigs eat the grass with a little box with it where they can sleep take cover and sleep in the night. And then the next day, when the grass is almost done, you just move it a few meters away, and that way they have new grass, and that way you can keep moving them all around. They will have their grass, they are protected, and they are feel more natural outside. So that's important of it, that you give these guinea pigs a good natural life. Many people treat them as pets, but you got to remember, these are animals. Animals have a certain biology, and I always try to keep them as wild. It's not perhaps the good word, wild, in their most natural behavior that they are programmed for. So yeah, that's all about it. Yeah, I think I talked about the most things of it, and yeah, for all the people who probably did not even reach the end, I just want to say, for people who wonder, how can you do this? How can you take care of these animals and then slaughter them? Well, yeah, it's part of my survival plan, first of all. Second, I give these animals a good life, and that's what I found important. I found it more ethical to raise your own animals and give them a good life, and then perhaps slaughter them for meat, for fur, and yeah, after you give them a good life. I work next, a company that is next to where I work is a slaughterhouse, and I see every day thousands of chickens who have never touched ground, who have never touched grass, who have been fed these chemical compound pellets, never saw daylight beside the open truck they were transported in, never moved in something bigger than this. Those factory chickens, perhaps is the better word. I find this industrial slaughtering less ethical than raising your own animals that you can take care of. Let alone talking about all the things that they pump inside of them, hormones, antibiotics, and yeah, chemical feedings for the just for the cheapest price. So that's less moral, in my opinion, than doing this. And yeah, that's just something I wanted to get off my chest before all the people will start to rant. But this video is made for people who want new ideas for prepping, and I can assure you, guinea pigs are wonderful for this purpose. So treat your animals, and you will have a great. They will have a great time, and you will have a great time in your survival plans, in your homesteading, self-reliance. So yeah, if you did not if you have not been unsubscribed right now, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Share these videos. Ask people what they think about this, and yeah, we'll see what people's reactions are. But I know it works, and these guinea pigs are happy. So yeah, leave a like, leave a comment if you got any other ideas that you can do with these animals. And yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Cheers.